Welcome to another edition of Afro Taku Chapter Reviews. I am one of your hosts, MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-hosts.
What's going on? It's Jugger.
Hey, it's Player 5.
All right, let's kick off the chapter reviews with a little My Hero, Chapter 259. I forgot the name already, so somebody say it.
A Quiet Beginning.
A Quiet Beginning. So this chapter, it looks like we have way too many heroes trying to take down the doctor. I don't know why they felt like they needed all them niggas to run the hospital, but hey, it is what it is. Slidin Go got jumped, and the other heroes are at a location where they said basically there's a meeting going on with a significant number of like the leaders. And then they also said they're like scattered amongst other places, but my guess is like these are probably going to be the three focus points. Whatever's going on with Slidin Go, the doctor, and then the meeting of villains that's going on. In that, as far as like interesting points in that chapter, I think finding out that all these niggas are going after the doctor. I think I'm more just shocked at how much they know. It just like doesn't seem like they got all that information from Hawks. It just, I don't know. It just seems too like too calculated, but I don't feel like the audience was like privy to all of the things they kind of calculated with this. Some of it feels like kind of just the author just like pushed this stuff in there, but I'm just like, I don't know how you guys like knew all of this, but whatever.
Yeah, I feel like if we just look at some of the heroes that's in like running up on this like hospital, like you got the number 1 hero, number 8 hero, number 4 hero, like bro, you got about half the top 10. Well, I mean, Lock Drop do counter most of that just by being there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a lot of niggas to be like running up on a quirkless doctor.
True.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. I think the only way to really like for this to be justified is if he has Nomu's in that room. If he has Nomu's or Tomura is in that room that they're talking about that he's only allowed to go to, then I would go like, yeah, they probably all need to be there. But right now, like that's my assumption for the story. But do I feel like the heroes know that? No, which is why I think it's weird that all of them are there.
True.
So my nigga Slidin Go, yeah, boy. What if we find out this nigga got hands though?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if he does, to be completely honest. Like I feel like they've been focusing on him way too much to just get like bodied in like 1 second. Because I think the whatever is that there's more heroes than just him under the Paranormal Liberation Front umbrella, but he's the only one that ever gets any shine, minus Hawks, who we know is a double agent. So I feel like he might actually surprise us, and he got something in the back pocket.
Now, you know what I would like if Slidin Go is actually the main character from Vigilantes. Because, like, you know, if like, hey, what if they was like, bro, we'll make you a hero if you fuck with us. That'd be interesting. And
right.
If he do got those powers, like, that nigga power's not weak. Like, he definitely could box with some of these top heroes.
Wait, who could box with some of the top heroes again?
Well, when I say top, I don't mean like top 10. But I was saying the main character from Vigilantes, like,
yeah.
If he is Slidin Go, because they seem to have similar powers, and it's just like, just time skipped up, buffer, and got a little better control of his powers. Because like towards the end of Vigilantes or where they at right now, like his power's not weak. You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely decent. So I could see him being a decent like caliber hero. You know?
Yeah.
Like he just as fast as Ingenium. He can glide and shit, repulse ray people. He decent.
I mean, given the nigga who ran up on him, I forget what his power is, but he's like a class 1B teacher, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Death Arms? Nah.
I thought he was. I thought that's how he was introduced.
This is the class 1B teacher, bro.
No, 1B teacher is Vlad King, the blood nigga.
That's not the dude that just ran up on, dude?
Yo, I'm looking at the panel right now. The dude that ran up on him is Death Arms, and he's like the nigga that you see in episode 1 who's like boxing that giant nigga before Mount Lady and Kamui Woods come and snake that nigga. Yeah, he's just a pro hero ass nigga.
All right. He looks a lot like that dude. Maybe they brought
he looks so similar. That's crazy.
What I saw, when I seen him, I was like, ain't that buddy that be teaching the class 1B?
1B Vlad King. That nigga got like blood control powers. I don't know this nigga powers besides just being buff. So I think he's just a strong nigga.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think of all the fights, that's probably gonna be. Oh yeah, they look similar, but yeah, it's a different dude. I just googled the nigga. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm more interested to see this villain meeting, like what villains they're primed to fight. I think if any no moves, wow! I just noticed that lock drop and Laundry Hero Wash are in the Doctor group.
Hey, bro, don't put Hero Wash in the same group as
bro. I was waiting for
lock drop and Wash rolled up with Endeavor in them. What the fuck?
Yo, this is supposed to be real, dude. Like,
yeah, I think these things gonna get dropped now. Like, the more I look at this group, minus Eraserhead, Speaker Homie is kind of cold on the low. And the rabbit chick came late, but my assumption is she got something in the back pocket. Those are only people I can see putting in work if any no moves come out. Like, the cat motherfuckers almost got killed by the League of Villains before these niggas got power ups.
But okay, so we don't know how cold Wash is, but we know my nigga in the top 10. So like, even though he looks goofy, we gotta respect, like, bro, he top 10. We got 3 top 10 heroes. Eraserhead and President Mike.
Wasn't Dragon Lady in the top 10 too?
Yeah.
Right. But I thought she like recently dropped or something, right?
Yeah. I don't think she's in there anymore.
She's either like, fuck. It's like she was in the top 10 and now she's like 11 or something. And I could be wrong. Something like that though.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, now looking at this team, I just go if a Nomu come out, I don't think if they got 2 or 3 Endeavor Nomus, like, it's over with. Like, Eraserhead is gonna be the clutch there. Because he'll at least be able to shut that shit down.
So, like, I mean, Eraserhead and Endeavor can definitely, with the wombo of, like, hey, we shut off your quirk and then Endeavor just erase you from existence. Yeah. They definitely going to drop a couple no moves. And old girl was strong enough to literally, like, smash no move with her legs. And she in the top 5, so I got respect on her. Everybody else, Team Ragdoll, them niggas dead.
That's how I feel. Yeah, I feel like besides those 3, maybe even the Speaker Homie could put in some work, just because I think his quirk might have the potential to do something like that. With
he out of his element. He out of his element for real.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe he can lock up in no moves. Maybe they count as like.
No, he can't lock living things.
I guess, yeah.
Goofy, that nigga goofy.
I don't know why they brought him back for this fight. Like, because I feel like we're gonna get a scene of him. They're just waiting to go. Oh, hey, remember this nigga from the last couple arcs? Well, could have redeemed himself against.
Here's the thing about Lock Drop that can make him kind of raw. If somebody was able to wrap up the enemies in a bunch of clothes, like low key Best Genius, if that nigga wasn't dead, then he can lock their and suddenly they can't move. So I can see it.
He's not dead, is he? Confirmed dead?
Man, Best Genius is not dead, okay? He on the low key somewhere. Dead? Come on.
He dead, bro.
Bro, that's gonna be the reveal of the arc. When Best Genius come through, you know, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, I feel like he might make a special appearance.
He gonna make an appearance.
Special delivery.
As a ghost.
Okay.
He's gonna be just like the previous users of One for All. Coming through as a nigga.
Hey, I got a question real quick. This might just be lazy drawing on their behalf. But so y'all see, if y'all looking at the page with Lock Drop on it, you know, where Endeavor and them bust through.
Yeah.
Now, if you look down where Deku's at, you see that part? Now,
like
if
Deku's
you look right under the text bubble that say that's our cue, right under that text bubble, is that not lock drop right there?
Nah.
Bruh, look at
I
them.
don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't see it.
No, I don't see it.
I wonder who this nigga is, man.
You talking about the dude that's right next to Coda?
Yeah, they look like the same nigga.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Definitely different.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Maybe that's Mineta.
Who?
And that ain't got that much of a hype boost.
Could be. You know they got the same hair. Him and Lock Drop damn near.
It might be cousin.
You know what they should have done? They should have just brought Lock Drop's son out to fight this battle.
Damn.
I love
I
it.
think
The
he's
anime.
already-
Lock Drop son look at him like, bro, you're a waste of space.
Oh, speaking of anime, side note, Baby Norman showed up in the most recent episode. You remember that they did the provisional exam and there's that little kid that kind of looked like a Baby Norman? That was like the straight and shit.
Yeah, kind of.
He just showed up.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know what else is there to unpack with this chapter. Anything else?
There's pretty much. I mean, it's all hype. I mean, for them to mobilize that like this, I mean, I don't know. I feel like either nothing's gonna go down or everything's gonna go down for them to mobilize this many heroes, right?
Yeah, I feel like in the anime, I would appreciate this way more than right now. I don't know why. It's just not. This should be the moment I'm like excited, but I'm just not. And I think it's just because I'm very confused at like how this plan came together. Right. It doesn't feel. It's surprising to me, but not in a like, oh, the heroes are so smart. It's just like in a how did y'all figure this out? I just have way more questions about how they got to this point than like the hype for the fights that are about to come. Plus, I still feel like they're gonna lose in the end.
Right. Like considering this kind of scale of invasion, it just seems more of a trap than anything else.
And if this happens to be the catalyst for the jailbreak, oh, it's over for real. Because it's the Paranormal Liberation Front, like, well, we've seen there's probably some decent heroes there. Like, they're going to have some troubles with Ice Homie. They're going to have some troubles with Dabi. Like, we now know What's-His-Face is a one-man army twice. So with 3 right there, that's already a large-scale challenge to keep, like, the heroes busy. Then if somehow, while this is all going on, they manage to establish some sort of jailbreak and, like, real villains come out, I don't see how the heroes aren't about to just go into hiding, because like these niggas finna get dropped.
Yeah, I feel like this is like some kind of trap or diversion, pretty much as you said, for the jail. If anything, that would actually work out pretty smart on their case. And like, there's no way the villains didn't know about this. Like, this is way too many heroes. Like, I'm sorry. This is way too many heroes for them to not notice this mobilization.
That's what I'm saying. And then how, like, first of all, then the thing about Slidin Go made me kind of laugh too, because they were like, all this shit was going on, we just didn't tell you Slidin Go. And I'm like, so Slidin Go is so dumb that he didn't notice that like pretty much every person in the Hero Society was in an email that's like, yo, show up to like this place at this time. Like niggas was organizing and Slidin Go was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, no, I don't buy it. Like, there's no way they could have kept all of that information. You know how hard it is? These are thousands of heroes, like, spread across, like, all of Japan that they were able to coordinate and leave one nigga out of this whole thing? Nah, there's no way he didn't know some of this.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that brings up, we got to give a shout out to Chainsaw Man, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I like how Horikoshi's putting a nod to the next one. Shout out to Chainsaw Man.
Where Chainsaw Man at?
You see Fat Gum? He's like in the top left corner.
Oh, okay. My computer frozen right now, so I can't.
But no, it's crazy. Cause I mean, it's definitely him too. It's not even like a ripoff. Like it's exactly Chainsaw Man.
For real.
Oh shit! I was trying to look for did anyone else recognize anyone else? I was trying to see.
I didn't.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, anything else, or should we go ahead and rate it?
No, we could rate it. I mean, everything else was pretty much just surface hype to like pretty much what's gonna go down in the next chapter.
All right. I'll go ahead and give it. I gotta give it a decent plus. I think it would probably be a decent as hell plus if I wasn't so confused about how we got to this point. But I just feel like this is a setup for a hero's failure. So I think it was good to see all of these people lined up. But also when you do something like this, I feel like you set it up for the fan base to where you want to see them put in work. But it's just way too many heroes to like get a satisfactory battles of each one of them. So it like reminded me of the Ninja War where I'm like, oh, well, look at all these goddamn characters. I would love to see each one of them fight, but I know I'm not going to get that. So I just hope the ones he chooses are actually going to be good ones, or in a way where I don't feel this is good. But I just felt like I'm on the cusp of being disappointed. So I'm going to go decent plus.
I'll say maybe decent minus. Like I'm kind of when I think about it with respect to the overall arc, like I feel like, bruh, we could have skipped maybe like 4 or 5 of these chapters and just kind of got here. And like I'm ready to see some shit. I'm tired of the build up and setup. And I feel like sometimes Horikoshi go a little too overboard. Like he'd be like, bro, building this shit up, and then it'd be like not as lit as it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Let the shit happen. Because we already know, bro. We know from Naruto. I don't think he gonna make no big grand battle that lit. I don't think so. So like, if he do, shit, prove me wrong. But
I mean, at the very least, not at this point in the story.
You said what?
At the very least, not at this point in the story.
Yeah. So
right.
just like we're gonna see what happened, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a decent plus. Just because, well, the biggest thing I'm giving it a plus is because they smoothly slid Denji in there from Chainsaw Man. Well, I found that to be pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm not gonna fall for the hype. I'm pretty sure that these heroes are about to get straight up mopped across the floor, and we're gonna go through like a period of time where the villains are kind of like running the world essentially, or running at least the area where these people live. And over the course of time, we're gonna see the heroes try to build up to the point where they basically come up on top, and we eventually see, Deku as becoming like the next All Might or so forth. So that's basically my expectation. I'm not going to maintain any hype for this. They're not going to put too much respect on any of the heroes' names and so forth.
Well, wait, what?
My bad. I was about to end it, and I realized you didn't give your review yet. Your rating.
I'm gonna actually give it a decent plus. Pretty much a decent for everything that y'all have pretty much touched on. Like, it's pretty much gonna be. I don't know. I don't think there's really gonna be a fight still. I just feel like all of this was pretty much a diversion for one big scheme, and then they might take a hero here or there. But I'm not really believing it's gonna really be a big war. However, I gotta give it the plus because they did still shine a little light on homie Laundry Hero Wash. So if we get any identification as to like how OP or power wise like Laundry Hero has, then yeah, definitely hyped up for that. So that's enough to give it a plus.
Trashy trash.
I'm ready for it. It's gonna happen.
All right.